for relationship, something you probably thought you could never have. Because very few people who find themselves in a hog pen think that they could have intimate relationship with a God as perfect as your Father. Huh? You know what I like about him? Is that he didn't wash the feet, he just covered them. Huh? He covers you. Gave him relationship. You see, when your shoes are off, it's representative of slavery. And a slave have their own quarters, but a son got the same room as the daddy has. You got access to it. Free access. You don't feel like a foster child, neither an orphan, because you have free. Now come on, talk to me. You have free access. And I'm glad, I don't know about you, but I'm glad I got free access. I can walk where I want to walk. I can go where I want to go. Because he whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And then he gives you a fatted calf. Let me finish this. You know what I love about the Father? Is that he's not like us. He doesn't make us work for a reward. When this boy came back, he said, get the fattest calf. Let me give him something for just coming home. You know, in church, in order to have position restored, you got to go through 8-9 weeks of orientation. You got to prove yourself. And sometimes the people that you prove yourself to are the folk who are sitting in judgment, giving you checks and balances on your behavior. But I'm glad that the Father, y'all, does not deal with us according to checks and balances. I'm glad today that the Father does not deal with me based on the things that I've done in my past. What about you in here today? I don't know about some of y'all, but if I were where you have come from, I find myself shouting right now because your daddy does not deal with you according to what you have done in your past. He does not try to get you to work for what he wants to give you. I'm glad that what he gives to us is by his grace and by his mercy. And did you hear me? He did not get you up this morning because you went to bed good last night. He does not get you the activities of your limbs because you woke up and said, thank you, Jesus. He blessed you because he loves you that much. And I want to leave this with you, that if you are not where you ought to be, stop right where you are and say, Father, if you don't know what to say, say, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. Won't he hear you? Won't he hear you? Is there anybody here who know he will? You don't have to be at church to call on his name. Wherever you are, won't he hear you? Won't he do it in the prison cell? He will hear you. In the dope house, he will hear you. walking up and down the street, he will hear you. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Oh, won't he do it?